Hello, my name is Andre Veskimeister, and today I have a guest here, Hugh Halkett from the StampFree company. Hugh, it's nice to have you here. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Andre. Good morning, and thank you for having me on.
Great. You have a very interesting service for especially for carriers and the last mile customers. You are getting rid of the labels in the parcels. So tell me a bit about your service and how it works, please.
Thank you, Andre. Yes, it's a sort of label-free proposition, basically, focused on convenience for the consumer. So, in simple terms, as let's say where we're integrated with DPD, a DPD customer would open up the DPD app on their phone, and they would receive a 6-digit code with a hashtag, which they would write on their parcel. They would scan and validate that with a camera function on their phone, and then they would ship the parcel in the normal way once they'd made payment to DPD. Now, that AI validation of the code confirms to DVD and also to the consumer that the code has been accepted and payment has been made before the parcel is actually shipped. And it removes the need basically for them to generate a parcel label so they can drop it off at a locker or at a post office or have it collected at home without the need for generating a parcel themselves. And just to give you an example, I think 42% of people here in the UK do not have printers themselves to actually print off parcel labels in the first place. So that's just one example of the convenience of the solution we're taking to market.
So what customer has to do is to take a pen and just write the 6 or 7 digit number to a parcel, and that's it. Parcel is sort of labeled.
If you just think of it as a handwritten barcode, basically, you can associate almost any information with a conventional barcode or a QR code. You can do the same with a stamp-free code, which is just a handwritten code, and it could be scanned and validated quickly and accurately, much the same speed as you would with a conventional barcode. So there's zero risk from that point of view.
So, and from the carrier perspective, what they have to do, they basically have to integrate their backend system with your system, and their handheld devices can scan also the handwritten hashtag already.
That's correct. Basically, there's two options from their perspective. They can either receive the parcel with the stamp-free code written on it, and they can then scan and validate it and put a parcel label on it at that point and put it through their network without having to make any changes within their existing network. Or alternatively, they can scan and validate these handwritten codes through the network out to delivery. And they do that through a series of API calls in a fraction of a second, much the same as they would with a conventional barcode. And handheld devices can scan and validate these handwritten barcodes much the same way as conventional OCR machinery.
Great. So, and you have already launched the service, and this is up and running in several continents, as I understood.
At the moment, we have contracts in place with 3 parcel networks in North America, South Africa, and here in the UK, and we're looking to roll that out into Europe at the moment. And we're working with carriers, integrating with them to make this service available for consumers for outbounds and returns. That's correct.
And as you mentioned about the printer availability at their home, so I guess that this is very welcome service from the customer point of view. Have you done any researches on that? So you are sure that customers would love that.
I'll give you an example. We did an independent market research survey in the UK a few months ago, going out to 500 people. 93% of people who responded said they'd like to use our solution in place of their existing solution. I mean, basically, everyone's got a mobile phone and everyone's got a pen. Most people don't actually have printers. So the ability to actually do it, write a code on and ship it. And then obviously you look at the environmental angle as well. I think we ship about 160 billion parcels globally per annum. Every single one of them's got a parcel label on it. And that's just a waste of trees, frankly.
Yeah, I agree. This is one sort of unnecessary step in delivery to print the label, and I hope that you are going to succeed with your services. So please give us also the information where carriers can find your information and how to contact you.
That's very kind, Andre. Basically stampfree.co.uk, but if you Google StampFree, you'll find us, and then you can get onto us from there. I said most of the major carriers, certainly in the UK and Europe, and some of them in the US, know us, and a lot of them are actually working with us at the moment.
Great. Thank you, Hugh. I really appreciate you coming here, and I see a great need for that service. So I wish you very luck in your endeavor.
That's really kind of you, Andre. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.